Oh, something new. There is a note in our baskets. The note reads, Sonny, Dr. Wagner called again to remind you that it is important for you to see Marie every day. I tried on day 3 and 4, but the game didn't let me. Okay. How can I put together this goddamn profile on this goddamn serial killer? Who may or may not be dead. Still not here. If I'd go for the file, is he going to pop up? He's not here, so I'm terrified that I've missed my opportunity to ask for the profile. But how do I obtain the documentation to draw up the profile? The reporter. Can we call the reporter? Let's scoop. Someone overturned on the freeway, died, and he's also a possible serial killer. Don't know why I'm looking in here. There's nothing new showing up here. Yeah, internal affairs, we saw that. She was terminated for destruction of evidence, but then reinstated, presumably because she was acquitted. Okay, I think it is time to go to the hospital again. Simply because I'm not sure if there's anything else we can do. Definitely later in the day. I feel like we should go back to the saloon and just have a chat to the bartender and make sure that no one got shot. But at the same time, I don't think the game will let me. Okay, it's just past Peach. Can I see anything about the flower? Is the flower wilted? No. Let's check the charts. The chart is gone. Okay, I visited my wife. I did the needful. I don't think there's anything else I can do here. What am I carrying? Alright, let's get out of here. There we go again, that weird colour effect. You drop your partner off at the station, then drive yourself home for some needed rest. Same message as yesterday. We are just burning through these days. I'm very concerned that I'm missing stuff. I'm going to get to the end of the game and then realise that I've missed a bunch of things and I can't win the game. First priority is to figure out this code. 386. What is it for? It's gotta be her locker combination. It's gotta be. It is not a phone extension. I can't think of any other part of the game where I've seen we've needed to use a 3-digit number. I just can't. Ah, hang on. Okay, can I distract this guy somehow? Because the last time he was here, he said something about, hey, you're not supposed to go in there. Can I mention to him that the frigging toilet paper is out? Oh, look at that. The Roll King dispenser, there's a space missing, is filled with a fresh new roll of standard issue 2-ply timber soft toilet paper. I know what we have to do. I mentioned this God knows how long ago. It's time. You unroll all of the 2-ply toilet paper, creating a big wad. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. You toss the wad of paper into the toilet and flush it. The toilet complains loudly and starts to overflow. I've been told to play a certain game after this and to investigate the crimes of a certain Detective Halligan. I feel like right now we need to investigate the crimes of a certain Sonny Bonds, starting with tossing someone's keys in the river. Mr. Stump, the toilet in the men's locker room is overflowing. Think maybe you can take care of that for me? It's a real mess. Well, I sure can. Heck, I'll get right on it, Sarge. So, first thing I'm going to do is check that trolley. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the ladies. Because I assume that room should be empty now. Please tell me it's empty. Please tell me it's empty. Okay, we can add this to the list of crimes. This is the women's locker room, hence the lockers. There we go. How do you know that? That's Pat Morales' locker. If you've seen one stall, you've seen them all. Ain't that the truth? The toilet stalls lend a pleasant ambience. Yep, we saw that. What are you keeping in here? A dead horse's head, perhaps? Unbelievable. It looks like Morales has been stealing packets of cocaine. Where's the camera? You'd better leave the cocaine here. If it were missing, Morales would get suspicious. Okay, we have a problem. You want to randomize the code there, Sonny? Yep, that's fine. It'll be a delightful little troll if she realizes that the code's been changed, but she wouldn't think to accuse us, surely. Our co-worker is dirty. Looks as if the janitor is having trouble with your handiwork. That should keep him busy for quite a while. Geez, someone had some serious paperwork to do in here. They must have used an entire roll. Bet it was that Officer Walls again. I don't think I can do anything with him. I can't sneak up behind him and steal something out of his overalls or give him a wedgie or anything, so... we've accomplished something. We know that our partner is incredibly dirty. Do I need to report that? I think I do. And the first place I probably need to do it is Vice. But as always, it's locked. Alright, Sydney, can we talk about how we know our co-worker is doing drugs? Where is our documentation? Ah. I'm deeply concerned. He's been saying that since day 2 or day 3. Captain Tate. Captain, I have reason to believe that my partner, Morales, has stolen for fuck's sake! This game is actually doing my head in. Captain, I have reason to believe that my partner, Morales, has stolen some of the evidence from the Rockland case. There were 5 bags of cocaine removed from accident scene, but only 4 were checked in as evidence. How do you know that? Also, there's a word missing there. Why is the game doing this? I'm also beginning to suspect that she may be in league with this cult. Oh, that's a bit of a leap. Because of all these phone calls? Alright, Bonds, I'll have the internal affairs boys check it out and keep an eye on her. Play it straight, but be careful. It sucks that I'm having to do that now, really. Bonds, the coroner called and said he has something important for you. Something he found on the fatal crash victim last night. Better get over to see him, pronto. Your partner should be back from her physical testing any second. She was at a physical test, okay. Yeah, okay, so you come here, you review the file. Go to the next page. 4 1-pound packets of cocaine. So that is your cue to check out Morales. The thing is, if you don't have her key, I don't know if you can actually get it at this point. Maybe you're locked into a dead end. This is all linked together. So 199145, which is Andrew Dance, is now showing the stuff about the military Bronze Star and the gold paint transfer is unique to this crime, but the military Bronze Star is something that we found on the other crime, but presumably it belonged to Steve Rockland, so yeah. It's showing up here as well. Right, we need to have a chat to the coroner. I'm going to bring up the map just so you can see it. We're heading south from the police station. If I can turn left in time, I need to go up 8th. Then we've got the court and the coroner. I still don't have the documentation that I need for Sydney Ames, and I'm very concerned about that. How do we get the documentation? It just says partner. It doesn't say dirty crook. But Tate is on the job. Hopefully Tate is not dirty as well. Okay, the court. The coroner is just past Peach. That was a very long pause there. The asphalt looks hot and dry. It looks half finished. Like all county buildings, the sidewalks are kept clean and tidy. Bit of a grammatical error there. There's a fire hydrant on the sidewalk. This building houses the county coroner's office. The sign reads, Coroner. Pat is still in the car. The tree looks lonely amid all that brick and concrete. It does. It's kind of sad. Since you're not a dog, I'll ignore that request. Just use the front door. Not having a green thumb, you leave the tree alone. I can't imagine I would need anything here, but I'll take it anyway. Just in case. Well, that's fucking creepy. Can't pull your gun here. The air vent circulates the air in the office. Nevertheless, it always smells like formaldehyde in here. The office lamps give off bright, clinical-looking light. The sight of the cold, stainless steel autopsy table sends a chill through the spine as you recall the many times you've come close to ending up on one. There's a large manila envelope on the counter. Leon certainly has a lot of storage space in here. Is that the documentation we need? Maybe. This place always gives you the creeps. Just the thought of all those dead bodies. Leon keeps it so damn cold in here. Where is Leon? That's Leon's girlfriend, Demi Bones. Game. The bottles contain embalming fluid. A number of cruel-looking stainless steel instruments lie on a towel on the counter. Can I have some? You'd rather not look at that chart on the wall. You see enough of that stuff at accident scenes. The embalming machine is a kind of mechanical vampire. Out with the old, in with the new. Ugh. The tiled floor is freshly cleaned and waxed. The coroner's office is equipped with a sink. You hate to think about what washes down those drains. Ugh. No. Chat, I'm not a coroner. I don't work in this industry. The drawers store bodies. You wonder if there's anyone you know in there. Listen to small town. Wasn't expecting that. Nope. Nobody you know. There's a toe tag though. The toe tag reads, DD Suffer Much. Good old Leon. He has so much fun naming the John Does. Are we in trouble? What the fuck? This scene is great. I'm putting it up here because I couldn't be bothered re-recording it. Well, if it isn't Sergeant B, I had a hunch you might show up. You asked for us to show up. You might find this amusing. I found it on your dead suspect. Looks like you have a fan. With a sinking feeling, you recognize the old news article covering your promotion. That was in the manual. A red marking pen pentagram, that's a weird sequence of words, mars your photograph. I wouldn't worry about it, Bonds. You look good in red. Not to worry, I've got a positive ID on your stiff. Name's Stephen Ruckland. Last known address is 500 West Peach. I've got all of Ruckland's belongings in an envelope over on the counter for you. 500 West Peach, writing that down. You give me an address like that, I'm writing it down. Hey, drop by for lunch sometime. I'll slice us up some fresh pastrami. Hey Bonds, you okay? You look a little green around the gills. Can I check the other bodies here? Stephen Ruckland. Underneath the name is a note. Bonds caught you peeking. Stepped out for a bite. Be back soon. Leon. Well done. We've got to look at the rest. Philip Ness. Phil Ness. Andrew Dents. The poor stiff you found in the alley. So there is someone we know. Patrick Palmer. Ted and Bear. Which one was Patrick Palmer? Diane Go to Heaven? Go to Heaven? Died and gone to heaven. Jesus Christ game. Jason Harper? So Jason Harper and Patrick Palmer. Those are relatively unique names. Is this the documentation we need for this psychologist? I hope so. There'll be time enough for you to be on the table when you're dead. You better leave Demi alone. You know how Leon is about his bones. Even if Leon gave you that chart, you wouldn't take it. This isn't life and death. There's a reason you didn't go into forensics. Just looking at those instruments makes you queasy. You don't have much call for embalming fluid, sergeants? I don't think Leon would appreciate your playing with his toys. This place does have a way of making you want to wash your hands, doesn't it? Absolutely. Knowing what a strange individual Leon is, you decide to stay out of his cabinets. I mean, you obviously hear a little bit of stereotypical morgue humour, that you need to have humour to survive that job, but that is still beyond fucked up. Kind of crazy. You decide to drive to the hospital to check up on Marie, without a capital M. I want to order this psychologist profile. I also need to look at this object I picked up. News article about you. A pentagram has been drawn over your face. Inside the envelope you find a Colt's ring, a Colt's book, Marie's lockets. You remove these and discard the envelope. Colt's book, Colt's ring, Marie's lockets. Okay, we can give that back to her. That was easy. Marie's eyes finally open. The warmth of her smile gives you hope for the first time since her attack. You're a lucky man, Sonny Bonds. Marie is alive and whole. You are overjoyed to see your wife recovered. I don't recall getting to this point in the game, but I definitely recall seeing this box. I don't know if that's because I was using the cheat or not, but I don't know. Can she communicate? You gently kiss Marie's lips. That's new. You're going to be fine now, sweetness. You'll be up and around in no time. It was your strength and your will to live that brought you back. No, dude, it was this locket. Can I tell you how we got it? We went to the coroner's office and we fished it out of an envelope. We got the envelope from a corpse that overturned on the freeway. That's what saved you. There's no doubt in my mind. Somebody up there is looking out for you. There's two in there. I never lost hope. I just knew that somehow, some way, you would come back to me. We're real close to nailing the animals that caused this. I don't think there's anything else we can do. We've got a lot of new evidence though, and I do wonder which crime this belongs to. Immediate thought would be 199145, but I don't know. I also want to read that book, but unfortunately the inventory is not letting me read it. The car radio interrupts the silence. Dispatch. Attention all units, there is a structure fire at 500 West Peach Avenue. Any units in the vicinity, please respond for crowd control assistance. That's Rockland's place. Morales. Hey, that's just a few blocks from here. Let's go to the weenie roast. Morales gets on the radio and informs dispatch that you are on the way. His place has been torched. Immediate thought, destruction of evidence. Alright, it's somewhere around here. I might need to consult the map very quickly. Let me just make a save. We'll see if the game stops us automatically, but if not, I'll need to try hopping out here. I imagine it's around here. No, okay. 500... Where was it? 500 West Peach. Why am I on Palm? I don't know what the hell I was thinking there. Okay. Let's head to the end. Nobody saw that. Next up is Fig, and then I think it's Peach. I don't have the map on the other screen, so I can't see it right now. Yep, there we go. So it's somewhere around here. I'll go take care of the Gorkas across the street, Sonny. Sonny's moving extremely slowly for some reason. You see the fire-gutted shell of a house. Yeah, this is destruction of evidence, 1,000,000%. It's a Lytton Fire Department pumper. The firemen are anxious to get this wrapped up. The windows have been blown to pieces by the heat of the fire. The lawn is green and closely clipped. The firemen have the fire well in hand and don't need your assistance. Is it safe to go inside, fellas? Man, I gotta call my wife. Anybody seen a phone? It's 2024. Seeing that is very funny. This one didn't take long at all. At least we caught it before it spread up the street. Hey, we're off call as soon as we're done here. Who wants to grab a beer down at Johnny's? Is it safe to enter? What appears to have started the fire? Looks like arson to me. She went up awful fast. Do you have any idea who might have started it? It's under investigation. You can go in if you like. You thank the fire chief and let him get back to work. The fire chief is focused on his men. He doesn't notice you. This doesn't seem safe, but okay. Wow. This place is fucked. The walls are marred by fire. That couch really tied the whole room together, didn't it? The ugly old couch is soaked and smouldering. Soaked? Ah, water, of course. The smell of burnt upholstery stings your nose. A hallway leads off from what's left of the living room. I didn't even recognize that as a hallway. I thought this here was a pillar. The carpet has melted in places into a molten polyester mess. Lovely. Just something else that was melted by the intense heat of the fire. You notice something shiny sticking out from under a mound of burnt refuse. What speed is this at? It's at normal. It looks like a photograph. You pick it up. It takes you a moment to realize what you're seeing. You feel goosebumps crawl up your back. Is that Jesse Baines, perhaps? That's Steve Rockland. Yeah, Jesse and Michael. Steve Rockland? No. I'm confused. What am I looking at? Huh. The man on the left is none other than your one-time arch-nemesis, Jesse Baines. The man on the right bears a striking resemblance to him. I thought that was Steve Rockland. Fake ID? Jesse and Michael. You don't believe this. The Baines brothers, Michael and Jesse. And their place has been torched? A sofa cushion is on the floor. This was Steve Rockland's place. The cushion doesn't interest you? Yes, it does. Is there anything under the cushion? Hell, is there anything under the couch? You search this area but find nothing. The smoking couch does not interest you. There could be money in that couch, dude. You don't want to touch that. Some of this stuff is still hot. Yeah, this dude that died, was his name Michael Baines? You shudder again as you look at the photograph of Jesse and Michael Baines. I don't recall Jesse Baines looking like that at all. It's been a few weeks since I last played Police Quest 1 and 2, but I don't recall him looking at that. I thought he had black hair for a start. What the fuck? A pentagram has been carefully painted on the wooden floor with red paints. As you study the floor within the altar, you notice a dried puddle of blood and hair. It appears to be the remains of some sick sacrificial ritual. Your stomach turns. That's evidence, Sonny. Exposed water pipes and charred studs are all that remain of some of the interior walls. The last embers of the fire cast an eerie red glow throughout the smoky house. Lovely prose. The room's wooden floor seems to have escaped the fire. Large white candles mark the points of a large pentagram painted on the floor. There's definitely 5 candles, so if those 5 candles were supposed to represent the murders, I'm guessing one of them shouldn't be there. Right, we need to collect some evidence, dude. You carefully scrape off some of the dried blood and hair and put them in an envelope. We don't need another sample. What about toothpicks? Probably unnecessary. Don't want to touch that, some of it's still hot. Can I touch the hair? Even the idea of touching this sicko stuff disgusts you. Can I use the court book on it, perhaps? Actually, can I use the book on myself? No. Shit's fucked. How do I get out of here? That way. Hopefully there's nothing else in there. I'll make a new save once I'm out. Okay, one of the firefighters has left. That is nowhere to be seen because of course she isn't. Needs to put the field equipment back into the trunk. Yep, okay. That's telling me that maybe it's time to go back to the station because we didn't get that prompt when we left the coroner. That. Where are we going? You notice Morales checking her watch. She suddenly says, "Yo, Sonny, drive me over to the mall real quick, would ya? I gotta make a phone call that I may have made maybe 3 or 4 times already. On other days. No reason." She takes her bag with her, so... At this point, can I do anything else around here, maybe? At this point, there's no opportunity to grab her key. We grabbed the key on an earlier day. Can I do anything here, maybe? Because Jesse and Michael were dressed up like army folks. Oh, hello. G'day, sir. G'day. You look like a man in need of a career. You made an excellent choice. The army's the only life for a man. Outdoor adventure, free room and board, good old-fashioned discipline. Get all those newfangled, namby-pamby TV zombie ideas out of your system and get your life back under control. Know what I mean? No. Yeah, he's wearing military fatigues. That sounds terrific, but I've already got a good career, thanks. Just think of an exciting career in heavy tank repair. We have many exciting bases around the world, like Oklahoma. You can even choose your first tour of duty. Remember, son, it's the best character builder a man could want. At the end of your 6-year enlistment, you'll be amazed at how the time just flew by. Let's have a look around here first. Just looking at all those posters makes you feel patriotic. That's the exits. The counters are polished and bare. Is this just like a recruitment office and nothing more? The filing cabinets probably hold countless forms in triplicates. It's a computer printer, a trash can. These computers are everywhere, aren't they? The desk has a military neatness. This looks like the kind of man you want to take seriously. Can I show you this photo? You show the photograph of Jesse and Michael Baines to the recruiting officer. This game. Can you give me any information on this man? His name is Michael Baines. He should have a military record. That's privileged information there, boy. The US Army doesn't hand out military records to just anyone. I am not just anyone, dude. I am a police officer. You show the recruiting officer your badge and identify yourself. He looks closely at your credentials, making sure they're legitimate. When he looks up, he seems more cooperative. Well, why didn't you say who you were earlier? Of course I can get that information for you, Sergeant. Ah, here we go. Michael Baines. Let me get you a printout. And I'm going to take that back to the police station and give it to the psychologist immediately. There you are, Sergeant. Hope it helps. That is a long-ass printout. Holy crap. You take the printout of Michael Baines' military record. Again, apostrophe is not the correct place. Browsing through Michael Baines, yep, it's in the correct place there now. Military record, you come across the following information. Career Gunnery Sergeant. Exemplary record, bearing and behaviour. Beyond reproach. Behaviour alteration noticed following brother's death, Jesse Baines, at the hands of the police. Admitted to military psychiatric facility following a particularly violent outburst. 2 injured. Returned to active duty, but began displaying more violent, antisocial behaviour patterns. Unprovoked physical attacks reported. Medical discharge from Army for psychological instability. Dang. Between that and that, I feel like we should be able to give that to the psychologist, and that should be the profile that we need. You know I'm a police officer, dude. Serving you is a pleasure, sir. Don't forget the US Army if you ever need a change of careers. Thanks. I won't. Multiple ways of saying that. Pass. I've learned some shit. With nothing further to do, you head back to the station. We're not going home. Excellent. She is going to her car instead of her desk because we don't know why. So, unless I'm mistaken, the only opportunity you have to grab her key is on that particular day. You've got to grab it and then take it to the keymaker. And that is the only opportunity you've got. Right. Sydney, help me. Also, I need to book the evidence downstairs. Right. Documentation. My documentation is right here, dude. It's somewhere here. That's it there, isn't it? Yeah. You hand the military record to the doctor. Lovely. I get to peer into the mind of yet another scumbag. The doctor reads Baines's military record. Then goes into his analysis pose. Oh, for fuck's sake. Rather interesting, actually. He briefs you on the character of Michael Baines. This guy's not your average scumbag. He's closer to the slit his own mother's throat variety. I'd know more if I examined him, but based on this, I'd say he's a schizophrenic psychopath. I don't want to click through this. This guy's criminally insane, Bonds. I'd be careful how I approached him. Alright, well... Well, Bonds, you've got your information. Now go and catch him. Can I hand this over, perhaps? No. That's all evidence. The question is, which case do I book it against? I'm inclined to think that it doesn't actually matter because the cases are all linked at this point. But we did find it on Steve Rockland's body, in his car, which we identified on 199145. We don't even know for certain if it was Steve Rockland who was at Marie's crime scene. And I've just realised that there were two people who attacked Marie. Two of them. The other one has to be Michael, surely. Andrew Dents. Colt's book. On body of murder suspect Steve Rockland. Secure as evidence. I can't help but feel we're going to need this like as a decoder ring for something. Insignia ring. Left hand, murder suspect Steve Rockland. Secure as evidence. I've got a horrible feeling we need that for something. Maybe we need to go undercover and identify ourselves as a cult member, perhaps? Maybe? Personal photo. Burned out house, 500 block West Peach. Secure as evidence. Yep. I don't know if I should be tossing all my stuff away like this. That we definitely need to put in there though. 100%. Unknown source. Blood and hair samples. Burned out house, same place. Analyzed for DNA profile. Hopefully, unlike Police Quest 2, we actually get some stuff back. Do we need this? Evidence doesn't want that, okay. I've tossed away everything that I have. I'm very worried about that ring. I said I would do this a while ago. I'll do it now. Let's go up to level 3 and just maybe mention to Mike that he's not getting his tracker back for a while. Oh. Is that a different one? Huh. Someone must have retrieved it. Okay, I'm not sure what to do next other than go to our office. Maybe we can go into Vice? Tate. Bonds, the coroner called and said he has something important for you. We've already done that. Something you found on the fatal crash victim? Yep. I can't tell if that's a bug or not. It's still locked. We're not getting any more useful information out of that arsehole. Apart from going back to the coroner, I really don't know what to do. But I think that was a bug. And I'm terrified that maybe I've done something wrong. Like maybe I've done the wrong order of events and that's bugged the game perhaps. Let me go see the coroner again, but I don't think we're going to get anything here. I think that's just a bug. Failing that, what else can I do? I can go to the hospital where she is recovered. I can just make sure she's still doing okay. 1640, that is a bit later, so maybe we're okay. I don't have the map up, but I believe it is on 8th. There's the course. And here's the coroner. The door is locked. Can I break the door down? Right, what should I be doing now? There we go. Again, Marie with the lowercase m. Curious. Again, she's going to make a phone call. Probably to talk to her dealers or her clients, perhaps. Can I show you this newspaper article of me? It's not freaky at all, I swear. Can I put a tracking device on you? Illegal in most countries. Can I give you my $5? Marie's proud of your career as a police officer, but she's not interested in your badge right now. Oh, can I shoot her now? That hasn't changed. That has not changed. Alright, she's okay. I gave her a kiss. Let me just make sure. Very important. And let's go home. No. That's not the end of the day. That's deeply concerning. I've missed something. Let's go back to the station. I don't know why I'm going this way. I'm supposed to be on 6th, not 2nd. Time is definitely passing, so I think I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not sure. I assume something else is going to happen at the office here. If not, I'll need to give this some more thought. You right there, Sonny? You okay? I mean, I know walking to the office every day like this gets very boring, and you want to do some special things when you go to the office sometimes, like do a little pirouette or something, but that's freaky as shit. Especially as your head seems to be missing. This is terrifying. I was expecting it to fix itself once we transition screens, but what the actual fuck? Let me restart ScumVM real quick. Alright, the rest of this playthrough could be very entertaining. Like, way more entertaining than it usually is for my videos. What the actual fuck is going on here? Oh. Has it resolved itself? You're back here. If I talk to you, you're going to tell me to go to, yeah, the coroner. Okay, something I think is a bit buggy here. I would like to talk to you about internal affairs. Right now, I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I could go back to the crime scene and scour it again. Maybe I could go back to the old nuggets. Maybe I should check the computer. Maybe I should call the reporter. No, there's nothing new there. If I look at the case file, nothing will have changed. No, there is new stuff here. Black cult book with pentagram design on cover found on body of Steve Rockland, murder suspect. Black insignia ring with pentagram design found on hand of Steve Rockland, murder suspect. Blood and hair sample found on the floor inside apparent altar setup. I assume much of this stuff has also transferred to Marie's case. No. Curious. Okay, serious question. Did I get his number correct? Let me check. I'm not doing his voice again. It gives us a card, which we lose on the next day. Yeah, I'm definitely got the number right. I'm not sure what to do from here, so at this point I'll stop recording and I'll give this some thought.